Where are you watching from, Cowboys Nation? The anticipation is palpable as we dive into the swirling rumors surrounding the Dallas Cowboys and their potential strategies for the upcoming 2026 NFL Draft. As we inch closer to the draft, the Cowboys' intentions are becoming increasingly clear. There's a growing sentiment among analysts that our beloved team is eyeing a leap into the top 10. And this isn't just speculation. It's backed by the words of Cowboys Executive Vice President Stephen Jones. His recent comments on 105.3 The Fan have ignited discussions and heightened excitement among fans and experts alike. Jones has indicated that the Cowboys are not just sitting on their hands. They're actively evaluating their options. Traditionally, the team enters the draft with a pool of 16 to 22 players deemed worthy of first-round consideration. However, this year, Jones expressed uncertainty about reaching that number, which has many thinking that a trade-up might be the most prudent course of action. With fewer first-round grades to work with, it appears Dallas is narrowing its focus and is ready to make a move if the right player falls into their sights. The Cowboys have a rich history of being aggressive when it comes to draft day trades. Jerry Jones loves the spotlight and the potential to make headlines. As Stephen Jones noted, trade talks usually heat up as the draft approaches, with most deals materializing right when teams are on the clock. If the Cowboys see a player they covet slipping down the board, you can bet they will be prepared to pounce. "We're always watching for those opportunities," Jones said, highlighting the dynamic nature of the draft. If players like Arvell Reese, Caleb Downs, Sonny Styles, or Reuben Bain begin to slide, the Cowboys could find themselves in a prime position to move up and snatch a game-changing talent. This is a critical moment for Dallas, who are looking to revamp their roster and secure a bright future. Jerry Jones has vowed to bust the budget to rebuild, and while off-season signings may not have matched that ambition, the draft represents a golden opportunity to make a significant impact. The Cowboys could indeed make the splash they've been teasing all off-season, and fans should brace themselves for potential fireworks in Pittsburgh from April 23rd to 25th. The draft isn't just a formality. It's a chance for the Cowboys to solidify their roster and make bold statements about their future. With the clock ticking down, all eyes are on Dallas, and the possibility of a trade-up looms large in the air. This is where the Cowboys can really assert themselves and show the league they mean business. As the narrative unfolds, the question remains, will Dallas make the leap they need to enhance their chances for next season? The tension is building, and the stage is set for a thrilling draft week. And speaking of thrilling, stay tuned as we shift our focus to another crucial development that could shape the Cowboys' future. As we dive deeper into the pre-draft chatter surrounding the Dallas Cowboys, it's clear that the focus on offensive linemen has been minimal, a stark contrast to the extensive meetings with edge rushers, linebackers, and cornerbacks. Until recently, the Cowboys had only met with one offensive lineman, James Brockermeyer from Miami. But now, we have an intriguing development on our hands. The Cowboys have hosted Iowa guard Bo Stevens for a visit, joining a select group of teams looking at this potential Day 2 pick. Now, let's unpack this. Bo Stevens isn't just an average prospect. He was a first-team AP All-America selection last season, showcasing elite skills that could undoubtedly bolster any offensive line. The reports indicate that Stevens had visits with several teams, including the Cowboys, Seahawks, and Falcons. But why is it surprising that Dallas is eyeing an offensive lineman at this stage, especially with pressing needs on defense and limited draft capital? The Cowboys currently have a single pick in the third round, and that's not exactly a wealth of resources to address a plethora of needs. The logical move would be to focus on solidifying the defense, where they've had glaring weaknesses. Moreover, with Tyler Smith and Tyler Booker seemingly locked in at guard, unless there's an unexpected shift in strategy, selecting a guard feels counterintuitive. Smith has made it abundantly clear that he sees himself as an all-pro guard, and his desire to remain in that position should not be overlooked. He stated, "I mean, bro, like I'm an all-pro guard. You feel me?" That's the simple truth. This brings us to a critical point. If the Cowboys do decide to shift Smith to left tackle, a position he's expressed hesitance about, then exploring options at guard might make sense. TJ Bass would likely be the name in contention to fill that gap. But let's not kid ourselves. The offensive line is not the primary concern for Dallas right now. The left tackle position has been troublesome, especially with Tyler Guyton struggling over the past 2 seasons. Guyton will likely get another year to prove himself. But if the front office decides to move Smith, then a pick like Stevens becomes more justified. Looking at Stevens' performance metrics, it's easy to see why he's garnering attention. He graded out as one of the best in the nation, with an impressive 85.1 in run blocking and a staggering 92.5 in pass protection, ranking him 5th and 1st in those categories, respectively. However, concerns linger over his short arms and athleticism. Next-Gen Stats ranked him 19th among guards at the Combine for athleticism, which raises questions about his fit against the more athletic defensive lineman he'll face at the next level. However, the Cowboys could find a sweet spot for Stevens in their offensive scheme. Dallas frequently employs inside/outside zone concepts, areas where Stevens has shown proficiency. The question remains, though, is this the right move for a team that desperately needs to strengthen its defense? As we approach the draft, one thing is certain. Cowboys fans are eager for a solid strategy that doesn't just look good on paper, but translates into on-field success. This pick, if it happens, will require careful consideration and a clear vision from the coaching staff about where they want to take this team in the coming season. Now, as we close out this segment, I want to hear from you, the fans. Where are you watching from? What are your thoughts on the Cowboys strategy heading into the draft? Should they prioritize the offensive line or focus on the defensive needs? Make sure to comment below with your opinions. And if you haven't already, subscribe for the latest updates and insights on the Dallas Cowboys. Your voice matters in this passionate community of supporters.